Greetings viewers, welcome to another Evil strategy session. I am Evil. Today I'm looking at a 2v2 on high orbit with Abe the Cop, KH Saxton, Evil, and the ever fearful Kevin. And as an additional treat, we have the ever fearful Kevin online. Say hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Okay, here we go. So going at faster times 2 and at 3 minutes, going to go ahead and kick in. And going to take a look at the income here real quick before doing anything else. So Abe the Cop has 10 harvesters. KH Saxton at 14, Evil just pumped out the 18th, and Kevin pumped out the 15th. That's going to make a huge difference. Just looking, for example, at 3.5 minutes into the game, Evil's kissing about 600, 620 in terms of minerals per minute, and Abe the Cop is lucky if he cuts at 240 or so. So that's going to be a huge difference. Meanwhile, Kevin is pumping out 600, 620 as well. So I'm going to pop over and take a look at Abe the Cop's base. He has a single Reaper out, Tech Lab, building another barracks. Doesn't have his Nitro packs out yet, considering those take 100 seconds to pump out, and Reapers only take 50. You got to plan ahead for that. I'm sorry, Reapers take 45 seconds to pump out. Definitely got to plan ahead if you want to get those Nitro packs and boost out really fast. Taking a look over at KH Saxton's base, we have almost a mirror build in terms of the buildings between he and Evil. He's speeding through his warp gate research on the cybernetics core. If I flip over at Evil's base, Evil's about 3/4 of the way done with it, so just a little bit difference in that case. And here is Kevin's front door, so I'm going to remove the income and take a better look at this here. So at 5 minutes and 30 seconds here, Kevin, go ahead and tell me about your front door defense.
Well, the key is to slap up as many cannons as possible to try to deter any early attacks, whether it be Zealots, Marines, Zerglings. One of the things we've adjusted in our strategy is to leave a little bit of space in the middle there. That way we can get people out later to expand. When Evil does develop Blink, he can easily get his Stalkers out. But we've noticed that as we progress in the game, leaving that little space in the middle and having Evil put a sentry in just in case we need to plug it has been a very helpful tool.
And a minor point of fact, if I understand my programming correct, if you do an attack move, no less, if you have this channel open in the middle like you do right here at 6 minutes 50 seconds, if you have this little channel open and do an attack move in the general area behind the cannons, the forces will actually go towards that channel, which will slaughter them even more effectively. So I'm going to pause here at 7 minutes 15 seconds and just kind of make an interesting point. So Kevin has the Zelnaga tower right up here and had cried out, hey, I see some movement, and was able to identify them as Reapers. Now I'm going to say Abe the Cop, so here you got it. Let me check back over here. Do you have, no, you do not have your Nitro pack, so you got slow Reapers. You can't make a direct leap into the base, into the mineral line, because of the huge gap, which means you're going to have to come up the front door. Now, you're going to come up the front door of the only entrance that exists over here. A much better option, if I can show, would be to come over here to the side where these destructible debris is, hop over, and then go do some damage, and you could have really cleaned up Kevin's mineral line. He's just now got his pylons coming in over here to protect, and Evil maybe could have trucked these Stalkers over in time to save the Nexus, but it would have been a really tight call. So again, 7 minutes 16 seconds, going to go ahead and start back up here, and I'm going to watch the Reaper slaughter, because Kevin spotted them, knew they were coming. Here we go. Yep, gets off one concussive grenade, or one grenade, excuse me, and that's it. So again, Evil goes right back to destroying this destructible debris, which is what we were doing. Difference between 1v1 and 2v2, as I watch my observer go running out towards the other side there, is we discussed it before the game started that we just lost this exact same map about 2 minutes previously, so we're trying to figure out better ways to do it, and one thing Kevin suggested was let's go for these high yield minerals pretty quick.
Yeah, the key was, as the game progresses, it gets more difficult to get expansions as there are more troops on the board, more ability for your opponents to defend. So the quicker we got the expansions, the high yield, since they were so close, we thought the better. Plus, it would give us a little bit of a heads up because Evil could focus on troops, and if it came to it, if I'm hauling in the high yields, then I could maybe feed him some minerals.
And I'm going to take a look at KH Saxton's base here, just to show the difference between Saxton and Evil. Well, first off, Evil has an observer over here, so I can see everything that's going on. Well, not everything. I can see some stuff in that range. And taking a look at incomes real quick, all of us are in the 700s except for Abe the Cop. He's just now hitting the 400s, so 300 minerals a minute, big difference. Taking a look at KH Saxton, he's going more defensive with cannons and upgrades and whatnot. Evil blinks in here with his stalkers, just to try and take some stuff out. Takes out a pylon, so he does temporarily supply lock KH Saxton. Abe the Cop brings over his Marines Marauders. And while we watch this battle go down, Evil's trying to blink out his stalkers just to give him a little more hit. Abe the Cop is focusing on his upgrades on the Forge. And I do want to question openly the point of going for the armor upgrade first when you're Protoss. If you're Protoss, I would think, personally, that you go for the shield upgrade or the attack upgrade. But I think going for that armor upgrade, doesn't armor only really kick in once your shields are gone as Protoss?
Yes, it does.
I think so. So KH Saxton starts destroying his own rocks. He's not throwing down a Twilight Council and developing Blink like Evil is. He's actually going to try and move out in that respect and leave himself open. Evil brings over another group of Stalkers over here at 11 minutes 11 seconds, and finally does the right thing and sneaks on past that Forge. One thing I would like to point out here on KH Saxton is I love this base construction. This is great. Really forced Evil to funnel his troops down into a single line and slow them down. Battle commences. KH Saxton is forced, there he goes, to pull out all of his probes, while Evil slowly but surely just kind of winnows down the forces and has his own forces winnowed. Abe the Cop does not have concussive shells on his Marauders.
Quite frankly, he didn't have much of an army, and the reason being, at this point in the game, he still only has 13 harvesters and a mineral income of 240. There's just not a whole lot you're going to be able to do with that. He slept up a couple of factories and a couple of starports, but he just didn't have the minerals to do anything with those factories and starports.
That's a good point. And here finally he starts bringing in mules, but you're talking 13 harvesters, and you've got 2 gas going up, so even if you want to be very conservative and say only 2, but I'm watching this and it looks like he's got 3 in each, so you want to go ahead and subtract 6 harvesters from your mineral line. Jeez. So here we are at 13 minutes 10 seconds. Evil's dancing an observer around, checking out, sees KH Saxton putting down a pylon and says, I wonder if he's going for a expansion base over here. Meanwhile, I'm going to take a look at Kevin's expansion base. Let's talk about expansions. Kevin is pulling in 864 minerals per minute. It's the last number I can make out there. And got some pretty good protections, throwing down double cannons over there. Got a cannon and a pylon surrounding the Zelnaga tower. Good coverage with the pylons here.
Yeah, those aren't really intended to stop an attack, more to slow it down, so Evil's army could react in case I was getting hit. It's too big a space to try to, and too many resources to spend to try to block it completely off, but at least that can make him think a little before popping in on me.
Yeah, just be a speed bump. At this point, that's all you can do is be a speed bump in the game. And you know, as much as we've been jacking with them, there's realistically no way they've got something super powerful like carriers, colossi, or battle cruisers out. So Evil is now making a move at 15 minutes, decided to go to the left-hand side, and sees the expansion for Abe the Cop, and oh man, that's just too good. Gotta wax it. Abe the Cop does not cancel it, it actually gets destroyed. I've got my observer over here on this side, so I know I can blink up and have a good time, and sure enough, there I go. Sneak on back into the back of the mineral line and just party. At this point, I'm not focus firing on anything, I'm just letting it go out. Ravens, and I mean there are a ton of ravens, so I'd like to focus this one here. He throws down a auto turret, and I think it's about 4 shots from my pack of stalkers. That auto turret dies.